Hey everyone, it's your girl Miss Solomon from thedatingtruth.com, and I'm starting a new series called Do Nice Guys Finish Last? And the answer is yes. There are a multitude of reasons, and there's a whole host of terms and rhetoric that we can use to try to represent what it means to be too nice, what it means to be kind, gentle, caring, but none of those reasons are why people don't like you. The reason I say that is because I just don't believe in the whole term of being nice or being too nice. You're either being dumb, or you're being naive, or maybe you're just being a walkover or a bugaboo or a peon. I mean, there are so many other terms that describe the behavior of people who try to say that they're too nice or blame being too nice on not being able to get a date. And it's just not the case. No, you were not too nice. Mother Teresa was too nice. You, my friend, are just being an idiot. One is you're too flexible. Now, I make my own schedule. I'm self-employed, and I can be flexible to an extent, but there are just some things that I don't want to do. People who are too flexible are too willing, eager, anxious, whatever word you want to use, to do what somebody else wants them to do. It's a turnoff. If it's 6 o'clock at night and you have plans at 6:15, and somebody says, or they call you or text you and they say, "Can we meet at 6:30, 6:45?" That's okay. It's okay to be a little flexible. If somebody calls you at 6 o'clock and asks you, "Can you meet at 9 o'clock?" then you have to say, "Actually, no, I can't." Even if you can, it's just a respect a level for your time and their priorities. So when people ask you to do things, to go out of your way, just because you can do them doesn't mean you should do them. Being too flexible is definitely a sign that you are being too quote unquote nice, when really you're just being dumb, because you should have other things to do. And if you don't have other things to do, you don't want the person that you're dating to know that you don't have other things to do. Number two is being too available. People who are too available tend to be a little bit clingy. Being too available isn't just about waiting by the phone and being ready and willing to jump when the person you're dating calls you or wants to go out with you or maybe wants to come over and see you. Being too available also means, emotionally giving too much, being too open and vulnerable in a way that makes your date uncomfortable. Just being too eager to be there or around the person. If you stop by somewhere and you run into a person that you're dating, that's fine. You want to say hello, but you don't want to be so available that you're like, well, where are you going next? What are you doing after this? What do you have going on? And if somebody else that you're dating, if somebody you're dating makes plans with somebody else, they have all these other activities scheduled, and those activities fall through, don't let them run to you and call you up and be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And you're like, "Nothing." You don't want to be the person that's the last priority on anyone's list. When you are dating somebody, you want to be first. That's it. So you never want to be too available for anything, because just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. You don't want to be thought of as a backup plan or a plan C, and if everything else fails, somebody's going to call you and know that you're not doing anything. People who are too available just never seem to make the right spacing or timing or have enough patience for that courtship or relationship to grow. So you definitely don't want to be the kind of person that is just ready and willing to do what another person or the person you're dating asks you to do. You want to be somebody that, yes, you're available. Yes, you're invested in getting to know the other person and possibly building something, but not to the point where it seems that you just don't have anything else going on. The last one is too easy to please. Now, you need to understand that it is not mean to say no. You can say no just because you don't feel like saying yes. If somebody asks them to, come over in the middle of the night, they go. If somebody asks them to, pay for dinner, they pay for it. I mean, whatever is asked of them, they want to do it because they want to please the other person. And sometimes people go under the guise or mask of, I just want to make you happy. I just want to make this person happy. Well, they're not happy. They're just using you, and they know that. And then in turn, they end up feeling guilty because they don't want somebody that's just going to do whatever they want or whatever they say. And that is why why they get turned off by this sort of yes ma'am, yes sir behavior, because nobody really wants somebody that is just a puppet. If somebody wants a person that's going to add value or character or excitement to their life, and if you are the kind of person who is just willing to keep the waters still, then you're just not going to catch any fish. So I'm not going to say, whether you are a nice person, you want to bake somebody 24 chocolate chip cookies, or, pick them up in the rain if they have a flat tire. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a nice person. I know a lot of nice people, but there is something wrong with some of the behavior that goes along with the term nice guys or nice woman. If you are making decisions just based on wanting somebody else to like you, then no, you're not being nice, you're being dumb. For the rest of the series, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You can also follow me on Twitter. Thank you guys.